What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So, I want to talk about Godfrey, the comedian, and black women. And this video was requested by a YouTuber who watches videos on my YouTube channel. And she wanted to know my opinion about the comedian Godfrey and he defending black women. And as well, I'm going to touch on that and also touch on some more things as well. All right. So first, for those of you who don't know, Godfrey is a comedian. Um, I've known about him for a while actually through VH1. He used to give commentary on I love the 80s, I love the 90s, um, best week ever. So I've known about him for a while. And also, Godfrey is Nigerian, but he was born and raised in the United States. And he was born in Lincoln, Nebraska. Just a little FYI there. All right, so let's get into this. So I watched Godfrey's entire Vlad TV interview and some other Vlad TV interviews of his. And of course, I watched the interview where he said that black women are very supportive of black men, but black men tend not to reciprocate the same level of support. And I agree. I think that's true. No argument here. I feel like he's sincere and that he wants to help, but don't jump on the bandwagon just yet, black women. Because sometimes it don't really take that much for you guys to really jump on a nigga's bandwagon. Let's be real. A nigga throw you a couple of bones, compliments, or whatever. These celebrity Negroes. And next thing you know, you done bought all this Negro's albums, movies, done watched all his TV shows, done binge watched all his stuff on Netflix, whatever, right? But again, he seems sincere and he's funny, so that may put some of you at ease and have you thinking he's on the up and up. And that he's your chocolate knight in shining armor that's here to rescue you and fight for you. Which I hope is true. Alright? I hope that's true. But black women, though. Black women. You've been played many a time. And you have taken many an L. Therefore, you need to learn, that's what that L stands for, to learn your lesson from your mistakes, okay? And vet these guys before you start throwing all your support and panties at them, all right? But we all should know by now that, as well, we should all know by now that some people, ride the pro-black woman wave, the pro-black woman movement, or whatever you want to call it, purely for a paycheck. Let's be real. There is a market in doing that. Honestly, oddly enough, it's just almost exclusive to black women, though. And I think that just speaks to a deeper issue that I'll go into on a different video. But back to this video. Again, I'm not hating. All right, I'm not hating. I'm just saying. All right. Also, beware. He could be engaging in ally theater. And some of you are probably like, what the hell is ally theater? Ally theater is the act, but not the action of being an ally. a masquerade, if you will. I actually have a video that explores allied theater in regards to colorism, which is another thing I want to talk about. Is Godfrey a colorist dark-skinned brother? Hmm, You know, um, I know that that's something that many black women, especially darker skinned sisters, want to know, right? And I don't knock them for wanting to know that. I don't blame them for wanting to know that. They have a right to know that. All right. And I may have an answer for you. All right. So I've done a little research. And by research, I mean watch some of Godfrey's Vlad TV interviews and Googled him. And I found some interesting information. So when Godfrey was growing up, many black females would either say disparaging things about his skin tone or say he's handsome for a dark-skinned guy. That's interesting. He said that his parents instilled pride and self-love, so that helped him deal with, that foolishness. Um, and as well, he said, despite that experience, he always felt like black women were the prettiest, right? And that, black women was, his preference. But he also said that white females in high school showed him love and said that he was handsome without saying for a dark-skinned guy. However, he did say that black women are the prettiest to him, and that when it comes to relationships, marriage, and family, he will only be with a black woman. All right, that's what he said. Nevertheless, he did say that he would and that he has, smashed a few white women, snow bunnies as he calls them, and women from some other groups as well. I think he may low-key have a fetish for white women, but I think it's like only sexual. You know? So if you ever see Godfrey with a white woman, you know what's up. All right. But hey, at least he keeping it all the way 100 with you, right? You gotta respect that. Because it is suspicious when people tell you it almost as if they're telling you what you want to hear. And it seems like they're always on the same page as you, but suspiciously, like it almost like they have the same opinion as you, but you feel like I don't know, it just doesn't seem genuine. It seems like you're pandering low key, right? All right. So black women. Black women. Is that a deal breaker for you? Just putting it out there. For some black women, it could be a deal breaker, and for some black women, it's just like, whatever, you know. No sweat off my back, right? And that brings me to another thing. All right, based on my research, a couple of his past girlfriends that I could find were on the lighter side of the black skin tone spectrum, if you know what I mean. Possibly even directly mixed from the way that they look. Again, I'm not sure. This is just what I found in my research. And by the way, I know some dark skinned brothers gonna come in, come through the comment section in their feelings. But get out your feelings, all right? This isn't about you, all right? This is about Godfrey, all right? And as well, this was requested as well, All right. So again, based on what I've seen, his girlfriends tend to kind of be more so on the lighter end of the skin tone spectrum, possibly directly mixed. And, for me, I'm like, well, gee golly, what a complete and total surprise. Wow, I could have never predicted this. Never. Never in a million years would I have thought of this. Never. But seriously, though, now this could mean a few things. This could mean Godfrey could be like low-key color struck, perhaps. He could be a wild-ass colorist on the loose. I don't think so, but that is a possibility. I kind of feel like Godfrey could possibly be perhaps one of those dark-skinned brothers who say they like all shades of black women, and perhaps they do, but they may, perhaps gravitate towards the lighter skin, the lighter shade a bit more. But they don't really have anything disparaging to say about darker skinned women, at least, you know. That could be a possible situation, or he could, just have the mentality, maybe, that black is black and skin tone doesn't matter. How convenient. And he's truly open to all skin tones of black women. And these are just the women who showed interest when he hollered at them. To be fair, some dark-skinned brothers do say that lighter-skinned black women tend to be more open to them. This could partially be a generational thing, you know. But then again, maybe not. But I do kind of notice that when I hear that, oftentimes it does come from perhaps like, a black man who's a bit older. Not so much the younger dark-skinned brothers, but the dark-skinned brothers who are a bit older. Probably like in their 40s, perhaps. And again, it could be a generational thing because of like the women they grew up with, were kind of like, well, I won't get into that. But again, it could be a generational thing. But I'm going to put this out here, all right? He better not have a whole bunch of light-skinned nigga jokes, all right? And he better not be a beige nigga hater either, all right? Like, don't do that. That's one thing I don't like. Like, don't be talking a whole bunch of shit and then, like, booed up with light-skinned Keisha or biracial Becky, all right? And that's another thing I forgot to mention. I kind of feel like based on Godfrey perhaps having a sexual fetish for white women and also, black women feeling that black women are the prettiest and being his preference and all that good stuff. When you think about it, the mixed woman, the light-skinned biracial mixed woman would be the perfect option for him because she would encompass, the things that he likes about white women and the things that he likes about black women mixed all into one woman, right? So this would kind of make sense and kind of sync up if you think about it. All right. Again, I'm just, speculating, just some conjecture. But but he does seem like a cool dude, so I hope he ain't on that colorism BS, So black women, especially the darker skinned black sisters, the darker skinned sisters. Is this a deal breaker for you? Don't feel embarrassed, ashamed, or guilty if this is a deal breaker or if you feel a little put off by it. You're entitled to feel the way you feel, okay? Don't let nobody gaslight you. Don't let them do what they did to you when, Kendrick Lamar revealed his light-skinned girlfriend or fiance. Like, y'all remember when Kendrick Lamar played y'all asses and had y'all thinking he was all about the dark-skinned sisters? I know y'all remember that shit. Then the world's first dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, called his ass out on it. And then the Breakfast Club gave her Donkey of the Day, and people started trolling her YouTube channel, right? And everybody made her out to be the villain. You know, the mean old dark-skinned hating female, right? And that's how it may go down if a dark-skinned woman questions Godfrey about this. At least, like, you know, a dark-skinned woman who is well known enough, I guess, or just in general, really. You know, and you already know, black men going to defend him, and the light-skinned biracial mixed women are going to be crying their light-skinned tears, and black men are going to be drinking it up. And also, I already know, dark-skinned brothers going to be in their feelings about this video because they perhaps have a dating history similar to Godfrey's. And I just want to say, hey, like, this video, it ain't about you. It ain't about you guys, all right? Nobody's coming for you. After all, only a hit dog hollers, all right? You have a right to have a preference, okay? No one is saying or trying to, quote-unquote, dick police you. I know I'm not. Shit. Maybe these black women might be, but I know I'm not. I'm just making observations and speculations and conjectures based on those observations. All right. So get out your feelings about that. All right. Nobody's coming for you. All right. But notice this is when they want to pipe up, though, right? This is when they want to pipe up, not when colorist ass dark skinned dudes be wilding out of control, right? They don't want to pipe up then. But if they do pipe up, then it's to tell you to shut up, or to gaslight you, or to tell you that it's not a big deal. This, that, and the third, right? This, that, and the motherfucking third. All right. But I think I've said all I have to say for the moment. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments section. And until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.